I don't know who's crazier, Yeet fans or Quadeca fans. It might actually be the Quadeca fans, you know, because once again, I feel like I've been bullied into doing this album. To be honest, it was always going to be an album that I covered. I've just been having a crazy few weeks. Sometimes we just have to wait for these things. Scrapyard, the highly rated, incredibly highly rated new project from Quadeca. I've heard nothing. So we're going to jump straight in right now. It is uncut on the Patreon. You may be watching it on the Patreon. It was in early access there as well. Welcome if you're there right now. Let's go. There's a hell of a lot going on in this song. Alright, okay. Okay, young Ben. Not that young anymore. But it was clear that Quadeca was moving in this kind of direction from the previous work, and Lord knows I appreciated what he was going for. But I always worry if an artist, I see Brakens, is on the next track, and I listened to Brakens' album, and I appreciate what it is, but it was so all over the place sonically that I didn't get much of an emotional connection to it, and that's definitely different for a lot of you guys, which is great. What happens with me is when the music gets a little bit too all over the place sonically and it's trying all these different things, it loses the emotion. Whereas this, the melody is carrying it, and the pace of it's carrying it away where, yeah, it's definitely connecting, which ultimately is all I actually ever want from music, is to feel some sort of emotional connection, some sort of energy from it that makes me feel rather than just hear or listen.
My favorite poem was the one I read to you, for the teleprompter on the tongue of my shoe. My flashback saw a touch more resolute. Take it all, just don't take it all to heart. They got eternal life, so they pay to God. And what I never knew, I'd rather be inside my head than you. And what I never knew, I'd rather be inside my head than you. How many times I couldn't count, cause it gets so deep, I go so deep, I'm never pulling out. Took yourself, yes I got my jaw gate, now I'm a cotton mouth. Why do I feel so unsafe, what am I worried about?
I mean, it's conjuring images of me in my much younger days, a fragile, nervous, shy teenager, which I definitely was, and that's still inside me. Like that teenage boy is still inside me. Pause. I said this in the Brakens album reaction as well, I think, if I remember correctly, that if I was still that boy, or even younger, this music, this style of music would connect with me so much deeper. But it's more like a sort of memory for me now. I think I prefer the first track musically to this one, if I'm being super critical, which I'm not really. But yeah, I guess we just keep going. It's just making me think of, I don't know, actually kind of sad times. So, I mean, that means it's working. Okay. Little bass run.
Favorite poem was the one I read to you. I wanna know what you mean. If I was really so pretty, I'm coming home to the city. Do you notice I'm new? I did my hair with a twist just for you.
Okay. Very shoegaze. Strange the way it's using sort of the minor chords there. Gives it a kind of unsettling feel. Yeah, there's a sort of beautiful shoegazy style to the track as well. It feels like an album that's really, I'm supposed to just sit with my eyes shut and drift off to it, which doesn't make for the best reaction videos. Although saying that, I mean, if you look at all the thumbnails of my biggest videos, it is basically me doing that. So maybe we're onto something there. Looks like it's a little bit Beatlesy for a second there. Flaming Lips? Alright. Okay, yeah, I think that was the best of the 3 songs so far. That was pretty fucking special, to be honest. That crazy drum breakdown towards the end reminded me of a bit of Lil Yachty's album, reminded me of Flaming Lips. I would have actually liked the drums to be a little less blown out. I know that's a style that's deliberately happening, but maybe that would have sounded better. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he played with both sounds, but it is an album to just shut my fucking eyes and shut my mouth, but that doesn't make for much of a video. Or maybe it does. Maybe I just sit there one day and just don't say anything for a whole video. I'm a progressive reactor. All right, Black Country, New Road.
I want you 'cause you're easier than nothing, babe. I want you 'cause you're easier than nothing. I want you when you're easier than nothing. All your sense in a world. I couldn't count to your head out, but oh my god. Total my car on the way. It's my fault I'm not always the thought of you. I want you 'cause you're easier.
I mean, it's a beautiful track, but like lyrically, it's a little bit. No, I want you 'cause you're easier. I don't think he means sexually. I think he just means it's unchallenging and perhaps he's settling, which is it's a little bit of a. I mean, dark's not the right word. You know, I don't quite know the adjective that I'm looking for to describe that track. I mean, in many ways, it's beautiful. Like sonically, it was beautiful, but the message, I don't think was particularly beautiful. And maybe it is. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting it. Okay.
Better listen up and do what I insist. I'm convinced. Yeah, if I shoot it down, I swear I won't miss. Yeah, if I shoot it down, I swear I won't miss.
All over the place, this track so far. I'd imagine it's going to go somewhere else. Gentle but quite angular math rock guitars in the background. All the fucking blown out bass and percussion and everything. Sort of a bit too much noise. Yeah, honestly, all over the place, this song. On that first listen, it didn't emotionally connect for me. So let me know down in the comments if, and indeed how, that song worked for you. Not just that you liked it if you did, that's great, but I think the strength of our community and the strength of my comment section is people really go into why and how these songs work for them. And that can actually inform us and me in different ways. If you've heard something, if you've caught something that gives the song a new feeling, a new meaning, and that can change our minds. It's stupid to think that this is our opinion and it can never be changed and nothing can ever influence it. Anyone who thinks that that's what they're like and they're that strong-minded is a fucking idiot, because you're actually getting influenced constantly, whether it's by advertising, whether it's by social media, whether it's by fucking billboards that you drive past. It's relentless. So if you're just open to the fact that that can happen, and it can especially happen when somebody gives us a new idea and it sparks something in our mind. And that happens all the time in my comment sections on Patreon and on the channel, all the time. So if that's you and you feel that there's something about this song or any song, this is now a call to arms. It's a call to arms in my comment section, but it's a call to arms generally. If you have thoughts on something artistic and you feel that it's going to be a generally positive thing for the world to put it out there, doesn't need to be positive, but it'd be positive for the world to put it out there, then you kind of owe it to yourself to put it out there. Even if it's just in the comment section on YouTube, because potentially it could still be read by tens, hundreds of thousands of people and make a real difference. So you owe it to yourself to do it. Beatlesy again. A little bit Radioheady sometimes.
It's like white on the shoes with the multicolored crease, and it's just like bit of truth with the multicolored meaning. I like to hide a little less.
Very Beatles. It's interesting. Personally, I would love this moment to be really clean in terms of production. Everything's blown out. It's a deliberate stylistic choice. But I would love it to be really clean because what it says to me, and this is just my own interpretation of it, obviously, is that as confident as Quadeca is musically and as competent as he clearly is musically, and we knew this from all the way when he was doing the different styles of rap videos and the KSI diss, Sisyphus and everything that he put together before. But I feel like there's a moment where he just needs to truly put himself out there and have it. It's almost like some of this production is masking. It's like he's protected by it. He has all this skill, but he can't truly let it be completely clean and raw because it's almost too much for his soul to bear. And this is my interpretation of this music. And in actual fact, if he was to put it out there completely clean, it would be exposing so much of who he is that it would almost be unbearable. Now, he might hear this and go, John, you're talking absolute bollocks, but that is my interpretation. And I would love to hear the clean, clear, crisp version of some of these songs. Or even if it starts that and it opens up and hey, we've got over half the album to go, maybe it does that.
I held you still, but you don't know you like that, and you never will. I took it out of my secrets, I'm taking it still a shame. I let them know the piece was great, you feel like it's a stain. I did what I had to do, it wasn't matter. I held you still.
Okay, I like the piano, I like the melody.
Don't know you like that, and you never will.
This is almost a pop hit. Almost.
Calling all night, it was never real. Why? Oh, I should have told you some days ago.
Come on.
Talking all night, I held you still.
I'm going to say the same thing that I said about the last song. I would like to hear some of these songs a bit clearer and cleaner because I feel like the production choices, the melody's so good, the instrumentation's so good, and the production choices to have everything kind of blown out and obscured and a lot of auto-tune on his voice. And I know that's the style. I feel like it should just open up and just be raw. Like, it's not raw enough for me. It's almost like it's emulating raw.
I make it look effortless. I make it look effortless. You are on. Lately I must be out my mind. Maybe I gotta try the line. I make it look effortless.
Okay, instrumentation's wicked. Wicked. Listen, it's a very strong record. I can see why everybody was wanting me to do it, and his evolution as an artist, it really is something to behold. And don't forget that he's still got it in his back pocket whenever he wants to bring out the fact that he can spit. Like, he is a good rapper. I think that if he'd spent the last 5 years honing that craft, obviously he would be even better at that, but he spent it honing this craft, and I think that probably serves him and ultimately serves his audience better than just trying to be another rapper. Like, he is this, and I'm definitely getting the sense that it is truly him and what he wants to put out in the world, and I think that's why so many of us are connecting. But I'm being demanding, to be honest. I'm being demanding because I think there's another level. And I think he'll get there. He's so young. Now, talking to people who are looking to get somewhere, I don't know if you've seen, but I've opened up a community for people who are looking to start or grow YouTube themselves, or indeed start or grow any creative platform and really make a change in their life. It's also for people who are just looking for some structure, maybe who are struggling with confidence, overthinking, fear of failure, very, very common emotions for people who are looking to try something creative. And of course, with my expertise being in YouTube, it's going to be YouTuber focused. So if that sounds like you, the link is in the description to Creator Dojo. It's free. Come hit the join button, answer a couple of questions. Join up. We'll see you in there. I think we had over 100 come through just yesterday. It's only been open a few days. It's going to be fucking amazing. It already is. We're already seeing amazing breakthroughs. So see you in there. And if you're just somebody that's a watcher, who's just here to watch my reactions and consume the music, it's probably not the place for you. And that's totally cool. We'll see you in there as and when you're ready. Or if not, just see you here. Okay, on with the music.
But I'll take you in and might delay a few events on the day, it just depends. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends.
Okay, it's a bit clearer on this one and it's connecting more for
I
me.
miss them now, playing some pretend. I can't tell you what it's really about, 8 times out of 10. I got way too many buttons, gotta be tucked into my pants. Had to be shut in like it was nothing. I gotta
Okay,
touch
speaking
me
on
in
this one.
advance. Done and dusted, you cannot touch this cause I'm reluctant when I dance. It's so similar, a visitor who never got a chance. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends.
Yeah, I got a lot of time for this song already. This is cool. Fucking instrumentation sounds like something from Little Big Planet, but in a really good way. If this was Kanye on this beat, he'd be about to say something disgustingly toxic. I'm assuming Quadeca's not going to do that.
Guess who went in and out? Each city didn't even know that. Yeah, true, I play with the money and you pitch like my name's Salah. Yeah, true, that's enough to make somebody disappear when I say tie-dye. Okay, don't even care how you wanna react. Okay, think it's a choice cause I'm walking it back. Yeah, true, that's enough to make somebody disappear when I say tie-dye. Try me, guess what? Remind me, go ahead and take a shot. I'm taking a look.
Okay, I wasn't really feeling this track, but this was cool.
My beat, if you put me in a... Okay, guess what? Walked into
Okay,
the
that was
venue,
cool.
go to the back.
I prefer the gentler songs, I think. Alright. Reminds me of some of the gentler moments on White Pony from Deftones. And that's a high compliment. But again, I want to hear his voice higher in the mix and clearer. And remember, this is not a criticism. I think this is a really impressive project from Quadeca. I love how far he's come, and I've been supporting the kid for a long time. He knows this. It's not even a criticism, it's just I want to hear more of him. And I think it's all in there. And I just personally want to hear more of him.
Said I won't kill again, baby I will repent. Said I'll be there for you, and still I am. If you find me under your skin again, maybe we could be friends. Maybe that'll make too much sense. Those eyes have done it.
This part of the song is exactly what I said. He's clear, the instrumentation is supporting him.
Sense.
And it's moving me.
So why would you come to me right after I built a fence? If I had you under my skin again, I wanna change. I wanna search your lens so you can see my friend. I wanna find every light source and redirect it. I want you to do your job. You want, they want. We want you to do your job. I switch. I give anybody else. I wish you could be so. I wish you could be yourself for me. I wish you could be yourself.
Very cool track. Very cool track.
It's time to give up on being human. It's time to give up on being human. It's time to give up. So good job. For once, you tried that thing. Something tried my best, I did a good job. I'm good. I'm learned up. I'm gonna be something. last time I start.
Instrumentation wise, it was good, but it didn't really move me at all. I got to be honest with you.
I'll walk you, guide dog to you. If I could, I would trade you my eyes, 'cause you should see you with the clearness of mine. I'll find you, confident ground. I'll be there myself. I want to be a guide dog. I got you till it won't hurt me. How I describe you when you're not around. Guide dog.
Yeah, I think that's one of his better tracks. A little bit more raw, a little bit more stripped back, and just him clearer in the vocals. I think, to be honest, if he's going to sing, he should sing. He should sing, and he should sing a lot. And he should just, like all the great artists, work with a vocal coach and get that singing voice as strong as it can possibly be. You know, when I went to Paris, just before I met The Weeknd, I met his vocal coach, who was an old guy who came up to me and said he liked my videos, which is mind-blowing. I never really clocked or thought about The Weeknd having a vocal coach. And then I realized, well, if The Weeknd has a vocal coach, then surely everybody who's a great vocalist has a vocal coach. And so I looked up who this guy had worked with over the years, and it is literally everybody that you can ever think of who is amazing. I mean, his resume is mind-blowing. And so I believe that if you're really trying to get somewhere in your life, whether you're trying to become a great singer, whatever it is, then we need coaching. If The Weeknd has a coach, if LeBron James has a coach, then there is nothing wrong with finding a coach yourself. And I think, I mean, he may be working with a vocal coach, so I'm just assuming things here, but he wants to sing. Quadeca, you want to sing? Let's take it to another level. Okay, we've got Kevin Abstract on this one.
Waking up next to you. Am I complex to you? Scratches on your back. The sun peeking through. Centrals, all the peace in the jungles. Undercovers, undercover. Seeing you in flashes, photos and boxes of matches. Red button,
Come on, I love this.
Purple tea in the cup. Green was an indica. New pair of dreams. We burned it all up.
This is one of the stronger songs on the album. I've got a lot of time for this. That piano is just driving the whole thing. Delightful. Delightful track. So many instruments. Annoyingly talented, isn't he? Young Quadeca. Great stuff. I'm sure that so many of you are just playing this album over and over and over and over and over again. It's speaking to you on a deep level. He is a tremendous instrumentalist and a very skilled artist, and I'm keen to hear what he has coming next. But I will stay with this thought. For a guy that started off imitating other people and found his own style in rapping, but is now clearly wanting to sing, I believe there's another layer that we can get to with Quadeca. And I believe there's another layer, another level of rawness and true openness so we can connect directly that's to come from this young man. And I believe we're going to hear that in his future music. That may sound like unfair criticism, and this isn't to criticize the record. I just feel like there's another level that he can get to. And when he gets there, it's going to be really, really, really special. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you're watching this. There's another Quadeca reaction around here. Jump on that one. I'll see you soon.